Happy Nation, assemble! Welcome to another late night happy hour. I'm Norma.
And I'm Henry, and tonight we will be doing our spoiler review on Avengers Infinity War. Sorry for the mess, but someone decided to move on opening weekend.
Yo, who changes the date? Oh, no, wasn't me.
Yeah, they did move the date up a week. But as for the movie, man, this was exciting to see everyone in the theater pumped up for this movie. This is a good movie.
Not to mention there was a guy who was all gauntlet.
There was a grown man, there were grown men just cosplayed out. There's one guy that had like an infinity gauntlet that was glowing. It was pretty epic.
Picture here.
Yes. This movie was well paced, I think. I mean, The first act was it was heavy action. It was good action, actually.
Right off the bat.
And it set the tone early. And then the second act, it was kind of long. I mean, but it had minor action sequences to keep you sucked in and made you want more. And then, of course, you have the third act where it was the big finale, and
wrap it up.
It did not disappoint. I don't think so. I mean, it had a little, there were little nitpicks in this movie, but every movie has it.
Yeah.
But this movie, we waited a long time for this movie, so
if you haven't seen it already, do so now. Yes. You're missing out.
Yeah, even if you're not a comic book fan, I think you will enjoy this.
You'll like it.
Yeah. But spoiler alert. Let's go through spoilers. Like, where do we begin?
At the beginning, of course.
Yeah.
Been waiting for this since 1991.
Yeah.
So. Let's all fangasm together, Happy Nation. Yes, I said it.
All right. You heard the lady.
Fangasm.
All right. This movie starts off on the ship, the Asgardian ship. And, Corvus Clave is stabbing fools that are alive.
Like 300.
300 action going on. And then we see Loki. He's talking smack to Thanos, like, why? Why would you do it? And Thanos is demanding the Tesseract or whatever.
Right.
And he's like, all right, here you go. But we have a Hulk. And, dude, I feel for you Hulk fans. I really do. I'm a Hulk fan. But, dude, Thanos laid the beat down.
He did.
Epic beatdown. You only get, 50 seconds of Hulk?
Maybe.
I mean, like...
Maybe a minute.
He probably overpowers Thanos, or not overpowers, catches him by surprise.
Yes.
For like 15 seconds.
Caught him off guard, and he was like, what?
And then Thanos, like when he got Thanos in the chokehold, double hand choke, and Thanos just, nope.
Yeah.
Picked him apart like Batman. Just
like UFC fighting style right there.
Yeah.
Took angles and everything.
And then Hulk is done.
Yeah.
And then Loki, man, still talking shit to the end. I give him props for that.
Yes.
And he was like, nope, you'll still never be a god. I'm like, oh my fucking god.
Snap.
Collarbone, neck, everything.
Snap.
Done. And that's the end of...
Totally set the tone for the rest of the movie, I'll tell you.
And then, fuck, man. Yeah, that was like heartbreaking for Thor, man. Everything gone.
All the Asgardians gone. He's like the last one.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, Son Goku, Superman, Clark Kent. Yeah, like last one, right?
Right.
Anyways, then we go to New York, and then we see Strange, Tony Stark, Spidey. The interaction between Strange and Tony, it was all right. I was expecting more, like...
More banter.
Yeah, more banter.
Witty banter, definitely.
Yeah,
I like... one's a smart ass, the other one's more intellectual, but he still has that smart assy thing to it.
Yeah.
But he definitely...
But they fight Ebony Maw and, was it Cullen? Obsidian, Black Dwarf.
Yes.
Dude. Ebony
cool.
Maw, dude. The TK, the telekinesis that he was doing in that movie, or in that action scene.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. Dude, Disney, Marvel, go to Japan. Contact Katashiro Otomo and say, we want to like buy the rights to Akira and just do something. Because I thought that was awesome.
It was awesome.
Thought it was awesome.
That was exciting.
I did have like a big gripe in this scene.
No.
Yes, a big one. Hulk, or Banner. He could not turn into Hulk. But we get Spidey.
He had HD after getting his ass handed to him. Not high def, but Hulk dysfunction.
I know that, but like
I feel bad for him.
I think like most fans wanted to see Hulk and Spidey together, and we did not get that in this movie.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Like I wanted to see that like really bad, but overall, I'll take it for what it is. I'm happy they made the fucking movie, so I don't care. So, but I'm still disappointed. But cool fight. Like the action was good. Then we go into space. Like that was like the title, space. You get Guardians of the Galaxy. Right. They meet up with Thor.
You want one?
No, that's all right. No. Yeah, you go ahead. And shit. They split into two teams. Thor. He gets revived and all, or he wakes up after his ass beating and
hits the windshield.
Yeah. And they split into two teams. Thor takes a Rocket and Groot, and they go to where is it?
Nidavellir.
Yeah, something like that. And then
Peter Dinklage, who's the dwarf.
Yeah.
Ginormous.
That caught me off guard. I was like, holy shit. He just came out of nowhere.
Definitely.
But like Star-Lord and company are going to was it nowhere? They're going to see the Collector.
Right.
And dude, Thanos used the reality gem and he fucked shit up, man. He like
in reality, yeah.
Yeah, reality, like Gamora thought he killed him.
She thought she killed him. Yeah. And then like, Drax and Mantis were all like blocks. That was a trip. And then the bubble thing.
Oh yeah, Star Wars bubbles. I was like,
that
fuck
was cool.
Yeah. Thanos plays with bubbles. But yeah, that was cool. All that shit was cool. Like this was like, oh, fuck, dude. Like I said, I couldn't wait for this movie to come out. Like
it was cool. Definitely.
But then after all that bullshit, we go to Scotland. You have Corvus Clave and Proxima Midnight taking on Vision and Scarlet Witch, and they are getting their ass handed to them by the train station. Right. And then this is one of those DBZ moments where everybody stops fighting and they look across the train station and waiting for the train to go by and all that bullshit.
And they're like, oh, who's that?
Captain America. Whoa. Fucking Steve Rogers.
Right?
Dude. I was like the only one in my seat going, fuck yeah! And everyone else was like, yeah. And I was like, I had like a 5-year-old next to me, so it was kind of like awkward.
Parents staring at him.
But, it was cool though. I think the kid understood.
Right.
He understood I'm a big man child.
A big man child, definitely.
So we could relate. But it was, that was good. And you had Falcon and, Black Widow in there. Yeah. Mediocre.
That was cool.
The Black Order was toned down in this movie. These guys annihilated everyone in the comics, but we're not going to go in the comics.
But to be fair, they were all toned down.
Everybody was toned down. So, yeah. And then we go on Titan, where Strange was captured, and like Spidey and Tony Stark had to save him from Amity Maw, and they defeat him. Mm-hmm. And then they meet up with Star-Lord's team, and dude, Star-Lord, he was kicking ass. I was shocked. I was like, holy shit, I thought Spidey and Iron Man would like, nope, knock that shit off. But no, he held his own.
Yeah.
They all held their own. Yep. So they banter, and then they realize they're on the same team, and like they're gonna take on Thanos. And then Strange, as they're arguing, I think Strange is like in this trance, right? He's like in the time stone, time skipping or whatever. He sees like 14 million outcomes. Everyone's all, how many did we win? 1. So that's very important. So remember that.
The 1.
1. So then we go to Wakanda because that's where Cap and company go. And man, dude, when they lower that shield to fight the extra blood to spill, whatever
the extra blood they had to
spare. Yeah, extra blood they had to spare. I don't know what they're called. Extra blood to spare.
I don't know. What'd you call them? Wildebeest?
Wildebeest, whatever. But Cap and
Black Panther,
they are running neck and neck into the charge, and that was cool. They both like super leap into battle, and man, that was freaking cool.
It's pretty cool.
And then we go back to Titan, and we have Guardians of the Galaxy, Team Tony. They all take on Thanos. They have the plan, Star-Lord's plan.
You're right, because he made it obvious. Like, it was my plan.
It's his plan because Tony's plan sucks.
Right.
So, and dude, Spidey, man. I love Spidey. I'm a Spider-Man fan. When Strange was putting him through those loopholes and all that bullshit, I was like, cool. I was like, fuck, dude, this is cool. I can't believe
jumping in and out. Like, hey.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, sorry if I fanboy out, but then they pin him down. And
Mantis has him in a trance of some sort. Like, I don't know if she's like got him sedated or half asleep or what, but he's able to still speak, right?
Yeah. And then we find out, oh yeah, we forgot.
You forgot. What?
Oh yeah, Thanos. He goes and gets the soul gem, and I was shocked. He killed Gamora. Like, we got the Red Skull in there, right? All that action.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I was
for
like...
a split moment, I was like, what the hell is Skeletor doing in this movie? And I was like, oh, wait, no.
Yeah, because I was like, once again...
There was the shroud that he had on. It made him look like Skeletor.
Because the Red Skull was like, you got to sacrifice...
something that you love, right?
And, like, Gamora starts laughing and talking that shit like Loki, like...
You don't love nothing.
You don't love shit, motherfucker.
Right?
And guess what?
He's shedding
that tear. And, man... He grabbed her like a freaking child in a grocery store and said, "Nope."
Right.
This is happening right now, and hucked her to her death. I was not expecting that. Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Not expected whatsoever. Like, I wasn't. I guess I was more in awe in the fact that he actually had deep feelings for the adopted daughter versus her. Like, oh, we're just gonna sacrifice Gamora. Yeah, she's awesome. She's badass. You know, killing weapon. However, we just didn't know that bond was so there that he just had feelings, and then we're like, oh, like it kind of hurt from his standpoint, even though he's like the bad guy.
Yeah, and then like, fuck, man, Peter fucks it up, man.
Oh my god, Quill.
They have him, the gloves almost off, and he finds out Gamora's dead, and he's like punching Thanos in the face. And did he hit Mantis?
No, he didn't hit Mantis. He punched Thanos in the face a few times, and it was like yelling at him.
And then he broke the trance.
Tony was like, "Shut up! Stop engaging! We almost got the gauntlet." It's like at his fingertips. And Thanos snaps out of it, grabs it, pulls it back on, and you know what? It's all Quill's fault. It's all his fault that the ship fell apart.
Yeah, and then we get that epic fight between Iron Man and Thanos.
Right.
And, dude, Iron Man, he was pretty OP in this movie. Like, even in comic book standards, he shouldn't have been that powerful, but he was doing work. He was doing work against Thanos. And then, you know, Spidey, when that moon came down, I was like, holy shit, man. And then Spidey's trying to save Star-Lord, Mantis, and Drax in the air. And like, spider legs are out and all that shit. Cool. That was pretty cool. And, dude, and then...
what happened?
Thanos. Or wait, Strange. Strange was doing some work too. He
did some good work too.
But he got, you know,
but
he got
when Tony got stabbed, this one over here was like...
Yeah, I was shocked. I wasn't expecting that. That was like the one thing. I thought Stark was going to die.
Yeah.
And then when Strange was like, remember in the beginning, he was like, when it comes between me, you, the kid, and the stone, it's going to be the stone.
Right. And then he gives it up. And he gives
up the stone, yes. And
WTF?
I'm thinking when he did that illusion thing, this is a side note. This is like my theory. I'm thinking Ant-Man, Strange left a clone out of all those illusions, and I think he goes into the quantum verse, like disappears. It's a whole nother universe, so I'm thinking the gauntlet doesn't affect that universe, so that's why we see him in Ant-Man
versus the Wasp or whatever.
Yeah,
the later movie.
So, anyways,
it's possible. I don't know, but I mean, it threw everybody off when he freely gave the time stone to Thanos if he saved Tony Stark. So then it makes one think that one possibility had to do with Tony. So,
and then we go back to Wakanda, and things are looking really grim for our heroes.
Right.
And they're getting overwhelmed by the extra blood to spare, or whatever they are. And next thing you know, the Bifrost Bridge appears, and then you see Stormbreaker, like just blunting and axing people,
through people,
or extra blood to spill.
The things.
Just annihilating everything in its path. And then it comes back to Thor, and it plays the theme song, and you're just like, I was like, holy fucking shit.
Right.
And the theater is all clapping. I'm the one that has to cuss and shit, right? Because, I'm a fanboy.
Of course. Us nerdies are thinking, now you face the God of Thunder.
Yes, we're like, now you face the God of Thunder. And when he jumped in the air, and he was like, where's Thanos? And he just annihilates everything.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was pretty epic. That was probably one of the most epic moments in superhero cinema. Like, that was
super excited for that.
And
I was
then,
like, he's so evil and awesome. Well, he's not evil, but he was like badass.
He was
there was
badass.
like a new level of badass where he just came out
like
of
that
Thor.
semi-classic ultimate Thor outfit, cape. He was just missing the helmet. That was it.
Yeah, well.
He didn't need the helmet.
No.
He was already badass without it. Whatever. And,
I'm drooling. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
And then, like, next thing you know, Thanos appears. And,
of course,
classic Cap, everyone converges on me. Because, they got to protect Vision.
Right.
Like, I don't understand why Vision didn't fly away or anything. Whatever. And
he didn't want to leave.
It kind of sucks when we watched the trailer, when we saw Cap, like, getting overpowered by Thanos. Because the moment
he's screaming.
Banner and the Hulkbuster went into the rocks or mountain wall or whatever and got encased, and Black Panther got pimp slapped, I was like, Cap ain't gonna die. But he did get knocked the fuck out, though.
Right. He did.
he took that punch like a champ.
Like Friday.
Yeah.
You got knocked
And then,
out.
we had Wanda trying to destroy the Soul Gem and take on Thanos at the same time. Which was pretty epic.
Because that means she has a lot of power that she can diverge in different directions.
Yeah.
But I'm just surprised she didn't lose her shit like she did when her brother died. Why didn't she just drop all that energy when that happened with Vision?
But
like, I was expecting, her love connection to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't love him that much. I don't know.
But but Thanos wasn't having it. He had the time gem, reverse time, and not only did she witness herself kill Vision, she had to witness Thanos kill, and pluck that shit right out of his fucking head, man.
Definitely.
Like, whatever, like nothing.
Well, maybe he'll come back later because of the what's his name?
Or Shuri probably got, like, when she, like,
separating how far she got through it, but she mapped through his brain or some junk.
Yeah. But then, man, one of those Dragon Ball Z moments.
Right.
Stormbreaker comes down. Thanos is like, what the fuck? Shoots his fucking energy and takes Stormbreaker to the chest.
And then you still hear the squish squish.
Yeah. And Thor's like, remember I said, or what did he say?
Remember I told you you'd die.
Kill you if you die for that, or
I'll kill you for that, or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the snap. Holy shit. I didn't think they were going to do that in this movie.
Right.
But it happened.
He did it.
And
he had that moment where he saw Gamora as a child. So that was like what universe?
He was probably like in the Soul Gem or Mind Gem.
He was somewhere.
He was in the astral plane.
That split second where he was out of it, Thor should have pulled that axe out and freaking cut off his arm or something. But I understand.
It was probably like
halfway embedded in his chest.
But
Thor. What the hell?
Yeah, so half the universe, and then we see Bucky fall.
Right.
And Cap, he's like, Steve, or what did he say, Cap? Whatever. He's like, done. And Cap's just like grabbing dirt and shit. And
then random
Black Panther.
He's done.
You were thinking, he goes to Michonne. I forget her name. I just call her Michonne. He's like, this is no place to die. Yeah. I think it would have been more dramatic if, like, Shuri, his sister, was like on the field, after, and been like, oh shit.
Like she saw it too.
Yeah, but I didn't get like no vibe from that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like what hit the audience, I think, well, because I was surrounded by kids and shit, so Groot. And when Groot was like, "I am Groot," and he started fading, dude, kids were like losing their shit, and I was like, "Oh God, man, like get me out of here." Parents, get your kids, go console them. Some parents did grab their kids and like left the theater,
right?
And then like, who else, man?
It was just unexpected, like how many of the heroes were.
Then we go on Titan, and then Drax goes, Mantis goes. And
Quill goes.
Star-Lord, I wasn't expecting that. That threw me for a loop too. And then like
you said in the beginning when he snapped Loki's neck, that kind of set the tone. So you're expecting a lot of death anyways.
But I wasn't expecting like Star-Lord.
Almost everybody?
Yeah, and then it was like then Strange, and I'm thinking Strange, that's a clone, that's not Strange, because how the hell is he an Ant-Man? Once again.
I don't know.
So that's a video for another day.
Right.
But Spidey, I think even Spidey's death hit my son. You know, he's like, oh, that was pretty heavy.
He's like a kid.
Yeah, you know. And then like, you know, kids in the audience were just like losing it. And I was like, I was moved. I wasn't like misty-eyed and shit. I was like, damn, man, that sucks, you know, because, you know, Spidey's like one of my favorites. And that was a good job, Tom Holland. Like, he did a good job.
He did. Like I said, he's one of my favorite Spider-Mans. I mean, there's other good Spider-Mans, I ain't gonna lie. But in my opinion, I like this one better just because he is more kid-like and witty. He's like the smarty nerd with the banter. So it's like he has that smart, naive type characteristic about him. So
yeah, and then the movie ends with Thanos finally resting. The gauntlet's all smoldering, by the way.
Of course.
Like, yeah,
but it
like
still works because he got himself out of there.
He got himself out of like that Thor jam.
He's off. He's out.
Because Thor was beast in this movie.
He was.
I think he made the movie. Like, if it wasn't for him, this movie would have been like mediocre. Like,
it would have been okay.
Yeah, it would have been like, I think I put this movie in my top 3, like rotational top 3. Like any of the top 3 could be number
top
1.
5 for me. Top 5.
Like, because I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but I like Man of Steel. I mean, like that movie was good. Like to me, it was good. Like the action, everything. And then I'm gonna get more hate.
Oh, here we go.
Batman v Superman. Dude, the sheer violence in that movie. I think that's what this movie lacked was. I know it's Disney, so that's why
you get it.
I get it.
Yeah. But
like for me, like Batman v Superman, I'm a comic nerd, so I get like the multiverse. I get like things can happen different. So, but the violence like Snyder did in that movie, I was like, damn. And this movie was more like being a kid in a like it's like a dream come true. Like, man, they fucking did. Like she said earlier, we waited since 1991 for this because. You know, my best friend owned a comic book store and was like, here you go. I remember him. I remember sneaking in and not buying the book and just reading issue 1. And before he was my best friend, you know, he was like, before you do that, I'm going to let you borrow this Thanos Quest. He's all, read this and then come back and get this shit. And I was like, cool. And the next thing you know, because back then I was just all in the X-Men, Spider-Man, Hulk, like the mainstream superheroes, but Infinity Gauntlet was like the story to get me outside of the mainstream superheroes, and I expanded my universe as a kid. And this movie did not disappoint. I mean,
it has its faults, like any other movies. It has its plot holes or whatever.
Thanos was,
but it was good.
He was depowered tremendously because
it should not have been called Avengers Infinity Wars. It should have been like what?
Thanos Quest.
There you go.
It should have been Thanos Quest. Like it should have been called that because, you know, he was a man on a mission.
Yeah,
he was a man on a mission, and
unfortunately,
he completed
it made the heroes look their outlook kind of bleak. But
yeah, it made the heroes look like an evil militia, like, you know,
almost right
in his way, and he was not having it.
I'm almost wondering how they're gonna come back from this. Like, is this the end, or are they gonna split it into where like there's another universe and they like rewrite it? Like, they can't just like kill off everybody because, you know, Black Panther did well in the box office, and so did other movies. I'm just wondering what would happen.
They're gonna come back.
This movie isn't. I'm wondering how.
This movie isn't for like us adults. It's for like the kids, like because the kids aren't looking at spoilers and anything like that. So, but if you liked our review, drop us a like, comment, share,
subscribe if you haven't already,
and join the Happy Nation.
Tell us what you think.